Hello to all my knights and queens of the world. You already know who it is. It's Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr.RoyalNieves, coming back at you with another beautiful video. So my topic is going to be about expand your mind. You know what I'm saying? So expanding your mind is basically not being so close focused, not being so narrow minded, close minded. Expanding your mind is being open mindedness, that you're open to new ideas, a new understanding, a new way of doing something. That's basically a positive characteristic as like a growth mindset, that you're willing to learn, you're willing to grow, you're willing to let go, you're willing to inquire, you're willing to implement new things for you to grow and blossom, to be a bigger and better person, to help be a blessing to other people. So that's what I mean by expanding your mind. And when you actually give yourself that opportunity to be open-minded, to expand your mind, to really begin to push past your old confines of belief system and understanding, then you give the opportunity for a lot of wisdom and understanding to take root in your mind and to blossom. It helps you become more of a well-rounded person. It helps you to be optimistic. It helps you to look at what's possible in life and really begin to cultivate that belief system within yourself. So being expanding your mind is such a beautiful thing, because it gives you kind of like that peace and serenity. It gives you that positive aura. That it makes you more attractive. People are more drawn to you. People can talk to you. You make it comfortable to people to really be transparent, be honest, be upfront, to be just be keeping it real with you, being just genuine. And I just feel like, even if you learn something, there's always room for improvement. There's always room to grow. Our mind is such a beautiful and powerful thing, a beautiful tool, and we got to make sure we nourish it, we take care of it, we feed it the proper things, so it could be that powerful machine that it will help us long term. You have to invest from your neck up, not always from the neck down, because you could be all fine and wine and dine and dressed to the nines, but if you can't even hold a proper conversation with someone, then what is the point? Like, it's just okay, and it's not to make nobody feel bad, because you can always learn. This is what I mean by expanding your mind. It's like reading books is such a big thing, because it helps you understand different people, different mindset, different belief system. It really helps you become more well-rounded, more not only intelligent but intellectual. What I'm saying? You could talk about so many different things, and you could get so much wisdom and understanding for someone who's constantly growing their mind, expanding their vision, expanding their understanding in so many different topics. Because sometimes even with me, like when it came to like religion and God, and certain parts between them, it was kind of like a firm thing. Like it was kind of like taking things at face value. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing my own diligence. And what I mean by that is, like, if I learn something, then I'm gonna take it up with God and pray about that and be like, God, let me know and help me understand your word in the depths that you want me to understand, so I can not only acquire a new belief system or strengthen my relationship, but it's based on your solid truth. Because we all know that the Bible been re-added so many different times, and at the end of the day, we don't know exactly what books they took out, what books they put in, what kind of terminology they started using, switching different understanding, because everybody understands different things. And sometimes, we're only human, people make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes don't get clarified, and then your belief system begins to take shape. And that's what I mean by that. So that's why it's very crucial that, yes, you can read the Bible and listen and understand what it's saying, but also pray to God to be like, God, help me understand your word, so I could grow as the child you created me, so I could speak your word to other people and how you want me to speak it to help that specific person or that specific group. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter what age you are, you can always learn and grow. This is what I mean. Just like when you meet certain older people, when you talk to them, it's such vast wisdom and understanding because of their experience, because of their willingness to grow and learn. They never limit their mind, because your mind is not meant to be limited. It's meant to grow and expand. That's the difference between, like, old programming of the world and new programming in God. Because when you walk in God, He expands the boundaries of your mind. Your mind is not bound. It's not limited. It's limitless. You can think of so many different things, so many ideas, so many topics. You can do so many things. You can work towards him in so many different ways. You can give God thanks and for like the smallest things. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean about expanding your mind. You know, really allowing your mind to be free and grow and blossom. And what I mean by feeding the proper thing is like making sure you're feeding the things that will nourish it, help it grow, help it understand and grow and blossom. Also, you can do that by praying as well, to ask God to unlock your mind to help you understand more and more, so you can grow and blossom, become just overall a more beautiful person and well-roundedness and all that in on every area in your life and all that you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. You know, it's like we have to, that's what I meant by my last video. You have to do the research behind that. You can't always be like, okay, just say like the doctor or somebody was like, oh yeah, you know, based off whatever. But then if you take that at face value, right, and then you start making decision based off what somebody else said, then you begin to see that maybe this is not like the right way to do it.